And see, when I heard that his line, my enemies are after me, I started laughing because someone has actually used that line on me before. When I was in my first year, there was this person I knew. The person told me that he needed to borrow money, that cult guys were after him. Like, I was like, cult guys after you. A lot of Nigerian women say it can never be me, I can never give a man my money. But are you sure? Are you really sure that in your whole life you have never for once even given a man a little money, be it 2,000, 5,000, or even more? Are you really sure that throughout your relationships you have never for once spent on your man? Please, let's be realistic. I know we all like to point accusing fingers, but just try and look at this from your own angle. Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, the Ada Ezekweli channel, the Ada Sugar, Ada Peperimpe, Ada Diorama. Yep, it's me, and I'm back with another banging video. So guys, today we'll be talking about will I call it a controversial topic or something that is trending? This topic is trending, or the commentary was released on this topic and is currently trending #1 on Netflix. What is all this noise all about? Today we're talking about the Tinder swindler, the guy that defrauds women, dates them, make them fall in love, twist them around the finger and run away with their money. It happens not just abroad but even here in Nigeria. Some men you think you're in love with, you decide to be a supportive girlfriend, you decide to not be a liability, you decide to show him that okay, you can take charge of your finances, then you give him a little money and he runs off and never comes back. Please, let's be realistic. This thing has happened to a good number of us, okay? So now let's get straight into the video. Welcome back, guys. So before we go into this video and before I start talking about the Tinder swindler story on an African woman level or a Nigerian woman level, let's just give a little background story for those of us who haven't heard about the trend. So the Tinder swindler is a guy who goes by the name Simon Leviev. The guy legally changed his name and is a fraudster. Yeah, so the guy is a fraudster, and he's an international scammer who lies to his victims that is the head to a diamond company in Israel. Yeah, he lies that he's the king of diamonds. He tells them he's the king of diamonds. And this guy backs up his claim. He doesn't only come to say he's the head to a diamond company. He actually shows these women the luxurious life he lives. So I watched a couple of some of his victims, and the person that really struck me the most was Cecile. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. Cecilia, I think it's Cecile. So this guy defamed this woman of £185,000. Please, someone just pause and go and convert it to naira. Use 580 rates, like 185,000 times 580 naira. I'm sure that is a lot of money in Nigeria. Enough to give someone stroke, not heart attack, or not hypertension, straight on stroke. So this man defrauded this woman. But you'll be like, okay, some people are already judging the woman that, oh, she's a fool, that how did they defraud her of such money? But just listen to what happened. So apparently this woman met this guy on Tinder, it seemed cool. And not only did the guy flaunt that he was rich, because a lot of guys, they flaunt that they are rich, but then if you go for a proper dinner date, they'll just run away. This guy actually was driving luxurious cars, was driving Rolls Royce, driving very good cars, and this guy actually took her on a luxurious vacation in a private jet. Me now, I'm very, very sure I've never been on a private jet. So when you now see a guy that tells you, oh, he's the head to one diamond company, and he's like, oh, let's go for a vacation, and next thing he takes you on a private jet, to an extent you believe, okay, yeah, this person should actually be rich for him to be able to afford a private jet. Some people were saying that she's very greedy, that the private jet that you can enter her eye. But please, I beg, let's be very, very honest. It's not only women that are gold diggers, even guys. Nowadays, guys don't want to marry a girl from a very poor background and that has 10 siblings. Guys of nowadays, it was in our father's days that our fathers would pick a lady that didn't go to school, train her siblings, fix their family roof, all those things. Guys of nowadays, and them too, they want someone that is okay. At least they want someone with a stable family. Them too, they like enjoyment. So it's not, don't even bring up that she was greedy, blah blah blah. Who won't be happy to meet a very wealthy man who had a private jet and all? But let's just keep watching. This man took her on expensive vacation, though she claims he didn't really buy a lot of things. But I mean, a private jet and a five-star hotel to an extent is something someone will be looking forward to. You know, and you might now be thinking, if this guy can afford this private jet, why did he have to collect money from her? This man swindles women of their money. Like, he will take money from woman A and use the money to impress woman B. So after impressing the woman B, it will be easy for her to, you know, to give him money. Let me give a very realistic example of how this thing can actually happen to you. Well, it may not happen to you because most times when you see big amount of money, your senses will come back sharp sharp. But let's put it in this scenario. You go out with a friend, you see a friend that drives a very good Mercedes, you know. To you, this friend is a rich person, you know. At times, there's own peer pressure. Then you go to the club and it tells you, oh, can you just transfer me 100k? I left my token, you know, I left my car. The one mumu story like that. But because of you already assessed this guy that, wow, this person is not hungry, she'll be able to afford it. True, he's saying the truth. You will not send it hoping that, okay, because he's actually rich, he'll be able to pay me back. I think that's the case. I think that's what actually happened with these women. So what the Simon guy did is that he told these women that his enemies were after him. Then, you know, as a head to a diamond company, normally you expect, oh, this guy must be a mafia, all those mafia shit. So he told them that his enemies are after him and he can't use his own credit cards because they can track him, blah, blah, blah. So they should please take loans and open credit card on his behalf. And these women probably felt, okay, since he's rich, he has a private jet, he can afford this. I think he's actually saying the truth, which was the bad thing they did. Because even if you had given him the first time, when he comes back with that bigger amount, you will just tell him, okay, I don't have money, that kind of thing. So these women actually took loans on his behalf. So she was like, it kept coming, maybe 25,000 today, 20,000, till he eventually piled up to 185. One thing I've got to realize about people is that when they start accumulating debt, just stop giving them, because they will never ever pay your money back. If they take the first one, they don't pay, you trust them for the second one and they don't pay, just forget about it and start pestering them, because there's a very high probability they will never ever pay that money back. So that was the case, but I guess the woman was blinded by love, and the woman too had access to huge loans. That's why she was able to give him. Because right now, if you come and meet me and say I should give you $100,000, even if I want to give you, I cannot give you. Why? Because I don't have it. Well, where do you want me to see $100,000 from? So I'll just leave it in one side. But I think the woman had access to such loans. That's why she kept giving him. And see, when I heard that his line, my enemies are after me, I started laughing, because someone has actually used that line on me before. When I was in my first year, there was this person, I knew the person told me that he needed to borrow money, that cult guys were after him. Like, I was like, cult guys after you? I was, cult guys, like, how? Like, how? The money wasn't a huge sum of money, but I mean, for me, first time then, it was quite a good amount that was not that easy to let go. So, and background information, this person had earlier borrowed from me, but then I don't know, I think maybe because I've not like, my head have not really set that time. I was like, cult guys. So I thought about it and I told the person, okay, come and collect the money cash. The person came, he was so happy, and I told him, I don't, I'm going to give you, I'm sorry. The person was so angry. At that point where the person was angry and flaming, I just knew that this person is not it at all. This person is just a very big scam. And even the person was even owing me before, the person still did not pay me back. So just that at that point, the first time the person borrowed the money was for kind of a reason that made sense, and then I could let go of that amount, so I just gave the person. But that cult guys are after me story was not even adding up at all. I was like, why would cult guys be after you? As in, who are you that cult guys are after? So I just left him, and it was even a lie. Well, I didn't confirm, but I'm very sure it was a big lie. So that my enemies after me can come in different phases. At some point, even women, I went on Twitter and saw women saying, it can never be me, oh, lie, no man can take $1 from me. Some ladies were even saying, if a guy is not giving me 100,000, I can never give him 10,000. You know, that early stage, what made it so easy for me to borrow the money was I was thinking, oh, like, I was of that independent woman mindset, that why is it that girls are always wanting to just collect? Can't they equally give? Like, men to like to, you know, receive. That was my mindset then. But let me not even like, after that thing, my mindset have already changed. Now, to an extent now, I understand why women never spend on men that they are not married to, or men that they are not in very serious relationship with. I'm sure some guys watching this will be like, oh, okay, but men can spend on women, right? But women can't spend on men. I beg. See, at times you need to get to a certain stage to be sure that this person is actually serious. Forget men do that to boast and to show off. At times it's not as if it's even love or anything like that. So let's get back to the story. This man kept collecting and collecting from her, and at a point she got suspicious, when she asked him to start repaying the loans because her creditors were after her and this man was threatening her. Then she found out that he has scammed a lot of people. This guy had earlier stayed in prison for 2 years in he has stayed for 2 years in a Finnish prison because of he defrauded some certain set of women. Then he legally changed his name and changed country. So that's what the guy does for a living. And currently the guy is still on the loose. He just keeps swindling women, change to another country, change identity, and the circle goes on. He uses money obtained from these women to maintain his lavish lifestyle. So now that we're done with the background of the story, my Nigerian women, like, some people have sworn with their life that they can never. But at some point, yeah, especially if you have money, because if you don't have money, whether you want to give or you don't want to give, you cannot give. That's just it. But when you have money and somebody you love, or someone that you think loves you, comes and asks you for a soft loan, and they're like, please, at that point you might be like, should I give? Go and ask your friends now. But then if you are maybe a woman that is doing well, you might just consider, because a lot of women give guys loan. It's just that we don't talk about it because it's kind of shameful. You grab that kind of thing. It's not something women brag about, because they'll be like, oh, you're with a man that can't provide, you're even giving him money. It's like a shameful thing if you talk about it in a circle of ladies, that kind of thing. But it can actually happen to you. But when that money start getting plenty, I'm sure at that stage the Nigerian woman brain will have already set. So is it wrong to borrow men money? Please, that swindler man was just a thief. It's just a big thief. And besides, when you start borrowing someone money you can't let go of, I think, especially when it's not like one direct issue like that, I think that's when your sense should have come to place. Like that woman now, if the man have asked for £10,000 and she's like, oh, sorry, I can't give you £10,000, all I can give you is £2,000. If you want it, come and take it. If you don't want it, forget about it. And she can comfortably release £2,000. If he accepts it, and he doesn't pay back and comes to ask for another one, then she will just block him and be going. That's how to do. Because some of these people, they are very, very unfortunate, and they will carry their olori buruku and come and put it on your own head. Avoid that. So this thing what's your opinion? Like, leave it in the comment section. As a woman, do you think it's not so bad? Yeah, some people are saying the woman is a fool and all that, but I don't 100% blame her. I blame her though, because she took more than what she could afford to let go of and gave it to a man she barely even knew. Like, just because someone takes on a private jet doesn't. What if it's a child trafficker or is a human trafficker, and he takes on the private jet and drops in one island where they're dropping their captives? That's how you just enter human trafficking and they'll sell all your organs for nothing because you want to go and snap picture in private jet. So at times too, let our eyes to be calming down. So guys, if you have checked this hashtag, what do you think about the case? The man is still roaming free. Hush Puppy is in prison. The man is still roaming free. They are both criminals, but I feel the man too should be in prison. But the case is a bit complicated because the man can be on the side that they gave him willingly while in a relationship. Judging things from a relationship angle can be very hard, because what if she gave him the money out of love and trust, and besides there was no legal contract? So I don't even think the man can actually go to jail for that. Do you get? So guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, do subscribe, and leave your opinion in the comment section. I want to hear from other people, especially Nigerian women, African women, that I know that people don't like giving anybody your money. Cha cha cha. So guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.